Welcome back to another Zodiac-inspired makeup look, and in this video, I'll be diving deep into the mystical sign of Scorpio. I personally have a stellium in Scorpio, so I relate heavily to this sign. Scorpio, ruled by Mars and Pluto, an introverted feminine sign, fixed water. The sun is in Scorpio from October 21st to November 21st. The keyword is I create. It is represented by the hidden stagnant marsh waters that must be cleansed by the free-flowing waters of life. Scorpio rules the generative system, the creative fountain of all physical life. Scorpio is the mystery sign of the zodiac. It is the death sign, and the sign in which the battle must be fought between the soul and the personality. The personality has to die. Devil or angel, there is no in between. This is the sign personified in the poem. The high soul seeks the highway, and the low soul seeks the low. And in between, on the misty flats, the rest drift to and fro. There are no Scorpios found on the misty flats. It is the only sign that is given 3 symbols, indicative of the test that embrace the threefold personality. Mental, emotional, and physical levels are all involved. The scorpion is the lowest symbol of the sign, who rather than forego the pleasure of stinging will sting himself to death. The eagle, symbol of the bird that can fly closest to the sun, or spirit, than any other, and the phoenix bird resurrected from the ashes of the dead. Wherever Scorpio is found in your birth chart is where transfiguration and resurrection must take place. Scorpio natives have a very strong reserve and are not easily known. Much lies hidden beneath the surface. They command respect from acquaintances due to their strong, quiet exterior, but they have to earn the respect of those in close ties. Too often, that strength becomes vindictiveness, jealousy, and resentment in the family circle. In this sign, there is a creativeness and great resourcefulness. There is a great need to guard against sarcasm, for the Scorpio's tone can be deadly if used vindictively. They are apt to run into difficulties with coworkers and employees because of their supercritical nature and the tendency to pass judgment on others. There is a need to learn stability and steadiness where partnerships are concerned. There is a great stubbornness that makes for difficulties in partnerships. Relationships call for equality and responsibility that the Scorpio individuals would rather avoid. They would rather be lone wolves. They like animals as pets, for they can be their masters and not have to relate on an equal basis. Scorpio is the sex sign of the zodiac, and Scorpio individuals have strong passions that need regenerating. There is a tremendous pride in this sign that will not allow any emotion to ruffle the surface of the nature. Don't judge a book by its cover is truer of Scorpio than any other sign. Their emotions do not show on the surface. They have tremendous strength and power when they have risen above personality reactions. Scorpios are truly powerful when they do not seek power for self, but seek to be used by the power to heal and bless others. Their goals are reached by service, purity, compassion, and humility. When they serve others and forget about themselves, they are truly dynamic and majestic. Scorpios are not likely to have a happy marriage until they have redeemed and transformed their natures. Yet marriage and relationships are extremely important for them. Their regeneration lies in learning to be cooperative and outgoing towards others. Now let's talk about Scorpio's ruling planets, Pluto and Mars. Pluto signifies death and rebirth. It is the planet of regenerative forces, of destruction and annihilation, and then complete transformation. The keyword is elimination. Pluto wipes the slate clean. Transformation, regeneration, metamorphosis, transmutation, cleansing, resurrection, rebirth, death, sexual power, self-transformation, ruthless, dominance, mass influence, vulnerability, underworld, secrets, mystery, collective unconscious, subconscious, sensitivity, psychic, and depth are a few keywords for Pluto as well. Pluto brings to the surface much darker emotions and forces us to look at the reality of how we truly relate. Mars is the planet of desire and dynamic energy, the planet of action. It shows the urge and energy to accomplish, build, and progress. Mars is also the planet of war. Through war, we can experience hatred or heroism, killing or self-sacrifice, and we can find courage and endurance we did not know we had. Scorpio is the 8th sign of the zodiac, and also ruling over the 8th house. The 8th house in astrology rules over merging, sex, intimacy, secrets, shared finances, inheritances, taxes, loans, assets, property, joint ventures, goals, mystery, and partners' resources. The Scorpion dramatizes the seasonal change from light to dark, warmth to cold, when we descend into darkness. In mythology, Scorpius defeated Orion, the great hunter. He slew the horses of Phaeton on his fatal ride in the sun chariot, and he slew Hippocrates, who personified the youth of the morning sun. Those born under the influence of Scorpio were thought to be dramatic, strong-willed, self-absorbed, sarcastic, jealous, resourceful, tenacious, intense, and vindictive. Scorpio's colors are crimson, burgundy, and maroon, the glowing colors of passion. Scorpio's metal is plutonium, like Pluto. Scorpio rules over the human reproductive organs. Scorpio's lucky day is Tuesday, which is ruled by Mars. The key to a Scorpio's personality is intensity. You do nothing by half measures. Magnetic, emotional, capable of exerting tremendous force, your strength is hidden in the depths. In the sign of Scorpio, the element of water is fixed, an image that suggests an iceberg or a bottomless pit. You may appear impassive, sometimes unapproachable, but turbulent passions are always rolling underneath, invisible on the surface. You live on many levels. While you present a calm and smiling face to the world, you are ferociously persistent and extremely strong-willed. You are also flexible when it comes to working out situations. Scorpio is the most misunderstood sign of the zodiac because of its complications and convulsions. Basically, you always have a hidden agenda. You're someone of an incredible depth and brilliance, and your inner psyche is a labyrinth of wills within wills, boxes within boxes. Even when you seem to be at ease and relaxed, you are always evaluating and figuring out your moves, working out a strategy. Much of this has to do with control. When you are in control, you feel safe. Your Scorpio evolution is the journey toward controlling in positive ways, putting order into chaotic situations, being of use to others and therefore meeting an unfulfilled need, arranging your personal environment so it works smoothly for you. The unevolved Scorpio tries to control other people and manipulate situations for its own good. As you see, the forces of light and dark continually oppose each other in your turbulent psyche. Now continuing the legend of the Zodiac. And it was morning as God stood before his 12 children, and into each of them planted the seed of human life. To you, Scorpio, I give a very difficult task. You will have the ability to know the minds of men, but I do not permit you to speak about what you learn. Many times you will be pained by what you see, and in your pain you will turn away from me, and forget that it is not I, but the perversion of my idea that is causing your pain. You will see so much of man that you will come to know him as animal, and wrestle so much with man's animal instincts in yourself that you will lose your way. But when you finally come back to me, Scorpio, I have for you the supreme gift of purpose. And Scorpio stepped back into place.